I actually started as a ballerina. I played with Marta Argerich, I played with Zuckerman, I played with so many in Verbier, and I mean, yeah, it's like a little girl dream come true.
Project of yours. What would the 5-year-old Alexandra say about your nowadays life?
She thinks I'm crazy. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, this is happening with me,
Will
right?
you beep this? Yes.
No, we won't. As we know, you're also a great pianist.
Until I was 12.
You also sing. She also sings, guys.
I wanted to become an opera singer. I
Oh
did.
my God.
I did. Don't tell all my secrets.
Is there such a thing as personal life for an artist who travels 5 out of 5 days a week?
We can make it if we try. Okay. Now would I play the concert. Now.
Now I'm ready. She won the first prize at the Joseph Joachim Violin Competition in Hanover and is a laureate of both the International Tchaikovsky Competition and the Singapore International Violin Competition. In 2024, she was awarded the title Artist al Poporului of the Republic of Moldova. Beyond her role as a devoted mother, she is a celebrated performer at prestigious festivals worldwide, including the Verbier Festival, where she plays the historic 1785 Giovanni Battista Guadagnini violin. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the one and only Alexandra Conunova. Hello, my name is Adriana Babin, and I welcome you to our project Voices of Moldova, where we introduce you to our most significant artistic personalities. Today, I have the honor to interview the one and only Alexandra Conunova. Alexandra, welcome, and thank you so much for being today with us.
Thank you for inviting me. It is a pleasure.
Alexandra, from Enescu Festival to some rehearsals in Chișinău, and then heading to Switzerland for a new project of yours. What would the 5-year-old Alexandra say about your nowadays life?
She thinks I'm crazy. But I think I would have never imagined to be where I am today when I was 5 years old. You know, it was a completely different life setting when I was 5 years old, and I'm grateful for the road, for the path that I've been, walking on since the last, let's say, 25 years. But in some ways, I let myself surprised by life, where it takes me. But of course, having my own direction in mind. But it is a very passionate journey for me.
Yes, for sure. But how was your childhood?
How was my childhood? My childhood was amazing. I would wish my childhood to any child in the world. As you know, my great-grandfather used to be the director of the opera house in Moldova, and then the Philharmonic Orchestra. And I grew up actually behind the scenes of the opera. I was this little girl with apple cheeks, very skinny, but with big cheeks, running around, knowing all the musicians, all the artists, the opera singers, the great artists, the divas, and the ballet dancers. And it was a fairy tale world. I was fascinated by it. And very early on, I discovered the incredible music, the operas by Verdi, by Puccini,
yes,
the ballets by Tchaikovsky, and all this decoration and all. I mean, what can be more beautiful for a child?
Exactly, and this is what I wanted to ask actually, because you were in the backstage with all these incredible, beautiful ballerinas. Was there a moment in your life when you wanted to become a ballerina instead of a violinist?
I actually started as a ballerina.
Oh my God!
I actually went to a class of ballet, and I think I realized that that is too much.
Oh my
But I'm doing a lot of sports today,
Yes,
but
we
not
know
ballet
that.
related. Yeah, well, I mean, I used to draw the ballerinas, and with my aunt. She's no longer there, but she was a stage regisseur, as you know.
And we know her, yes.
Elena, we used to draw the ballerinas, and then we would draw their dresses, their tutu, apart. And we would dress the ballerinas.
And she was the one building your style. Is that right?
She was more than an aunt to me. She was, in a way, a spiritual, artistic mother to me, because she was this example of classiness, of intellect, of feminism, but not feminism, being feminine, right? And with such a talent and devotion to arts. I think I was very, very lucky to have her in my life, and she used to bomb me about how to sit, how to eat, what to say, what not to say. And when I was a kid, of course, it could be a little bit annoying, but you know, later on when you are an adult, I'm so grateful for everything she gave me.
Alexandra, you once said, "I always dreamed of a solist career, but I could never have imagined performing at Verbier alongside Zuckerman, Misha Maisky, Denis Matsuev, Marta Argerich, and many, many more." How does it feel to be part of such a legendary festival and to be part of such an amazing lineup?
Oof, it was great. I mean, it is always great to meet my friends, and especially this huge artist. I mean, wow. It is a joy, it is an honor, it is an example, it is an inspiration. And the director of the festival, Martin Engström, is a very close friend of mine, and together with his family, his wife. We're neighbors. We live 7 minutes apart.
I'm so jealous.
We have sometimes dinners together, and we laugh and we speak, and you know, we share a piece
Oh
of
my
life
God.
together. So I think this professional
Sledge friend,
yeah, this professional side is becoming so much more beautiful if you mix it with personal. If it clicks, of course. I played with Marta Argerich, I played with Zuckerman, I played with so many in Verbier, and I mean, yeah, it's like a little girl dream come true, right? But when it happens, you don't think about it. You are not...
Oh, you don't? No,
you're
I
not
don't believe you.
You are not overly excited. You are just enjoying
Living it,
the moment,
living the moment.
and yeah, you're just contemplating. Wow, fuck, yeah.
Yeah, this is happening with me,
Will
right?
you beep this? Yes.
No, we won't. Because
Yeah.
Verbier is
Yeah.
the biggest dream of mine. And I
You
don't know. When I'll go there, I'll come to visit you in Lausanne.
Dreams become reality always. Yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful place, beautiful festival, and one of my musical homes.
For sure. My God, this is a dream. So how did this journey actually begin? When did you decide that the violin is the perfect instrument for you? Because as we know, you're also a great pianist.
Don't tell all my secrets. They're gonna invite me to gigs. I'm not ready. No, joking. So I think you know better than anyone else. I know that you had a quite different story than mine, but you come from a musical family. You continue as a musician, it wasn't really my choice. It wasn't really a wish I had. I just went to the same school my mom and my dad used to go to, and it was actually a coincidence that I started playing the violin. It was not a choice.
A choice.
You know. And then, of course, as you know, in our school we had these 2 obligatory instruments and the choir. I was soloist in the choir until I was 12.
You also sing. She also sings, guys.
I wanted to become an opera singer. I
Oh
did.
my God.
I did. And I think I had quite a great voice. Well, you know, now it's too late. But piano, yeah, I remember my teacher at the end of school, she was in a way very sad, telling me, you know, you were equally talented for piano as
and
for
violin,
the violin, yeah. And now also when I have a piano somewhere and I have a score which I just can sight read, I think this is one of the most relaxing and my moments and my happy space. You know, my happy place, just like reading. And we have a piano at home, an ancient one.
I'm sure.
very out of tune.
Just like the old ancient piano.
But my mom used to be a pianist, so we have this pile of scores, and I just like to sit down and sight read. Or we play four hands with my mom. I mean, yeah. And I also have friends, soloists and colleagues, pianists with whom I just sit down and play four hands. I love it.
Oh, it's so lovely. And let's speak about your violin, by the way, because you're playing Guadanini 1785 violin.
Yeah.
Do you know, or do you have any idea how much this violin cost?
Well, I think you guys can easily find it on internet after the unfortunate story I had here at the border. But, you know, everything turned out to be well. It is a violin of Italian violin maker Guadagnini. He had 4 periods in life. He moved from different parts of Italy 4 times. And the last is Torino. And this is his violin. It was 1 year before he died.
Wow.
And it's one of his most beautiful models.
Yeah,
and
most
beautiful
precious
sounds. And I was so lucky that I had this very generous friend of mine
offering you
that really supported me in my career and believed in me and believes in me. And yeah, I must say, you know, maybe in some things I'm unluckier, but God really presented me with only fantastic people in life, including you.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, I feel the same. Thank you.
It's like...
We read about 2.1 or something million.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. How do you feel traveling with it across Europe and just, I don't know, taking
You don't think of these things when you
don't
have it on your back. You don't think about it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, like I have a kid, you know, and it's much more expensive than a violin. You know, it's much more.
For sure.
And I also, you know, kind of, he's my treasure, but I don't think that something could happen to him. It's the same with the violin.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I know. Yes, I know what you mean, Alexandra.
So you just this is not on the back of my mind.
Positive vibes only.
Yeah, kind of.
Is there such a thing as personal life for an artist who travels 5 out of 5 days a week?
Yeah, should be. Actually,
that's a great answer.
Yeah,
reply.
I don't used to speak about my private life at all, but I think it's very enriching and consuming at the same time. You know, it's very difficult to conceal such a crazy schedule with a person that needs you. A person that wants to have a piece of you, because actually all I have I give to my public, right?
Yeah.
And to fit into my schedule a relationship is possible, but then I always think about the person near me. How would the person feel, right? And who the person should be, or these kind of questions. And love is beautiful. Being in love is fantastic. And I'm very happy that, you know, I am able to live those emotions. And it gives you wings.
It does, yes.
Yeah, it's a beautiful part of life, but one should not lose the head in the process.
I mean, after a few years, you just become more and more down to earth, no?
Yeah, and I think I kind of am, you know, getting ready to, you know, have this kind of relationship where it is not about emotions. It's more about devotion and friendship.
Yeah. Yes.
And groundness.
Yeah, these are the most amazing relationships.
And friendship and compassion and just a feeling of safe space.
Safe space, yes, that's it.
Of a happy place.
Especially because the person who is going to be close to you, I mean, in a relationship, also has to be close to Grisha.
To my son, yeah. But you know, my son is already almost 14 years old. So I think in 4 years he's gonna say, bye, mama.
Yeah.
And I have my own life and he has his own life. And I think life gives us everything we need at every next moment of our life. So one shouldn't force situations. One shouldn't try to create them. Everything what is meant for us will come to us. Either we want it or not.
Or not, yes, exactly. But
Yeah.
who takes care of Grisha when you are abroad?
Oh, I have a fantastic relationship to my ex-husband. He is one of my closest friends, and I think we loved each other so much that we created this beautiful boy. And it was just a matter of, not clicking together in the day-to-day life, and that was fine for us. And we just decided to, give each other space to live something different, something more healthy for each other. And our kid knows that we are friends, and he knows that,
He can count on both of you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think this is someone who was a part of your life at a moment. And then, unfortunately, you decided to separate or divorce or not to go the same way, shouldn't be your enemy. He contributed to your life. At least, in my opinion, one should, if not communicating, one should live with gratitude for the experience. It's not always easy and it's not always possible, but one should tend, especially when there are kids involved.
Yes, for sure. And you did all this coming from a small country called Moldova. How did it help you being originated from here?
When I was very little, I started my first stage steps here. And my first concert with Orchestral was at the Philharmonic Hall with my colleagues, in the orchestra, and I built a nice relationship with them over the years, and they know me so well, and I mean, everybody knew my parents. I was coming as a baby. So some people still meet me and tell me, "Oh, I remember you 4 months old in this dress like that."
Oh my God.
So for me it's unimaginable, but for them it's a reality. And today, being a woman and having a kid myself, all this experience and love and warmth and support that I received from musicians from my home here is very special. And I was speaking to my mom some days ago, and I said, I only really recharge my battery when I come here.
Even though you are based in Switzerland for many, many years, in 2016, you did an amazing and great thing for Moldova. You did an opening for a charity foundation called Arta Vie. Can you please tell us what was the meaning, the spiritual meaning of Arta Vie for you?
Yeah, I remember that moment so vividly. I missed home a lot. I'm actually very homesick, I must say. Always have been, and I think I will always be. And I even played with the thought of coming back various times. I remember that I wanted in my head to have a place here, an apartment or something. And then I thought, it's not yet the time, but I still want to have something like a baby, like a project to which I could come back. And from this thought, Artavia was born. And as you know, because you were one of our kids,
in the first edition,
first group, you know how much warmth we brought to people in need, to people who do not have access to classical music. And I also wanted to help you guys in a way, to support you in a very modest way, but to give you another perspective on life, not only the bubble of soloists and winning prizes, but also getting in touch with real life, with what real life is about. And I think we did quite well until COVID, of course. COVID changed the life of everyone. Everyone. And then we had to find a new format because we could not continue with concerts anymore. So now we are focusing on bringing mostly Moldavian artists, established career speaking, of course, in Europe, bringing them for masterclasses here, so our kids do not have to pay or go abroad to receive experience, knowledge, and to interact with these people. I think this is something that is very important for the kids here as an educational project, but it is also a baby of mine and something that always gives me a reason to come back no matter what, and to justify why I have to live again to Moldova.
Artavia was indeed an amazing project, and I'm very happy I took part in it and I was a member of Artavia. It is indeed an honor, and thank you very much for being with us back then, because I don't think I'd have so much love and respect for the classical industry. I don't know if I'd know what it means to play on international stages, if it wouldn't be you. And this is why I'm quite emotional now, because I remember all the concerts we did together.
You remember the little tour we did? The
Yes,
little tour?
yeah, from Moldova.
We,
in our
we
village.
went to foster houses, to, I don't remember where we were, but three location
schools.
musical schools. It was a very emotional
Very
and
emotional,
a hard moment.
Hard, indeed. It was very hard. But do you remember what we played? Because this is what I want us to do next. We played a piece together, which was the two of us, and
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Okay.
So random.
That's done. Okay.
Oh my, the Oprah voice. Did you hear it, guys? And we played Poruna Cabeța together. And this is what I want us to try to improvise right now in two voices.
Of course. With
If
pleasure.
you give me the honor to do that with you.
It's my pleasure.
For centuries, we have nurtured this land. From the hard work of people, we have cultivated harvest. From the talent passed through generations, we have crafted wine. From the joy of sharing, we have created a celebration. Nothing feels more meaningful than rediscovering the magic of the moments we've shared together. Rădăcini, the wine that brings us together.
Music and sparkling wine. I think this is the best combination we can get.
Especially Moldovan wine.
Especially Moldovan wine, exactly, from our partner, Rădăcini Wines.
Lucky you.
Lucky me, exactly. Who are one of the biggest wine companies in Moldova. This amazing rosé made out of national grapes called Rară Neagră. Let's cheers for that. Amazing sound.
I would like to be invited to a lot of your interviews if we are gonna keep drinking this incredible
Next time
wines.
we're going to do a wider selection of wines. We're going to taste from each of them.
A tasting.
Exactly. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Tell us more about 7 languages. How is this possible? And can you name them? Which languages do you speak?
So I was very lucky. First, Moldovan, which is
Romanian.
also Romanian.
Yes.
Russian. Those were 2 languages spoken in my house.
Yep.
In my home. Then I learned English.
Yep.
Then I learned German. Then somehow I learned Spanish.
From TV series?
TV series, exactly. Then when I moved to Switzerland, I learned French. And then I had some students from Italy and I learned Italian. And there we are, I think, yeah.
That's crazy. Did it help you?
Yeah, sometimes it's good, but sometimes I would like to understand less. You know, sometimes we think like people are just talking about flowers and about beautiful music or books, and then they are talking about sausages or, you know, washing machines. So.
Which is as interesting.
Less inspiring.
Yeah.
Less inspiring.
Oh my God, that's for sure. You know, sometimes before stepping on the stage, I think, should I have kind of a ritual before stepping on the stage? And I wanted to ask if you have a ritual, because when I was studying in Amsterdam, after a concert in Concert Hebau, I met Yuja Wang, and she said she sometimes drinks coffee just before stepping on the stage. Do you have a ritual or a tradition?
So first of all, I also drink an espresso before I go, if there is room for espresso.
I thought it was a joke.
Oh, no. It gives you a boost of energy. My ritual is practicing until last seconds. It's like I consider myself an athlete on the violin, and I need to keep my muscles and tendons warm until the very last minute. I need to, you know, like, do you know this feeling in sports, for example, when you work out and by the end of the workout you have the impression that you are like so warmed up that you could run a marathon?
Yes.
Or You
Yes,
know?
I know what you mean.
So this is exactly for me the same. Always after playing a concerto with orchestra, after the last note, I think, now would I play the concert. Now.
Now I'm ready.
So I always come to the hall an hour and a half before. I have my half an hour on stage alone.
You train the shoes?
Sometimes it's important, but you know, like aging, I slowly decide to play like less and less. The heels are lower and lower and lower. And then, of course, makeup.
Yeah.
Makeup is holy. It's a process where I don't think about anything.
Yes.
Yeah. And then, of course, practice, 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 practice. We say, you know, there is this saying that you can't get enough breath before you die. But for me, I always get enough of that playing just before going on stage. Yeah.
Do you play the piece itself,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
do you
yeah,
play
yeah.
scales?
Yeah,
And
it's
arpeggios?
like, you know, it's like cleaning up your house. You know, like you mop, and then you know, like the dust. You put the books in place. You organize everything so you have a clear vision. This is exactly what I'm doing. It's like I'm like a bird. I'm just cleaning my feathers.
Nice comparison.
Yeah.
There is a saying, sometimes meeting an orchestra for the first time is even more stressful than playing with it on the stage. Do you agree?
This is not a saying. This is a sad reality.
Oh my God.
I mean, first 5 to 10 minutes with a new orchestra are like,
knees shaking.
Mama, take me home.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And especially meeting with new conductors.
No, conductors, no. It's really about this colleague stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's really about like all the violinists, like the group of 20 people that are just like, I know that bar. How are you going to manage? And
I think it's a different story with panpipes, because there are no panpipe players in the orchestra, and sometimes I'm just very nervous about the conductor. What is he going to think about me? Is it going to think I'm good enough for stuff like this? And oh my God, this is so stressful. But at the end of the piece, I'm just like, oh my God, this is the best orchestra I've played with.
This is very human. I think it's. I think we're all same.
Yeah.
I think even the best geniuses, they're also nervous, but they just hide it so well.
Well, speaking of conductors, Paavo Järvi once said, after each concert, we must go and party, because otherwise the body will think we worked. How do you deal with after parties, and what do you do after concerts? Because how do you actually think of the concerts? Do you think of them just like an artistic and spiritual thing, or do you take it as a job?
Very good question. So first of all, first part of the question, I hate parties, okay? Only in chamber music festivals, when we are really a small committee of friends, then, oh my God, I become 15 again. And we play all these stupid, fantastic games until 4 or 5 in the morning. We don't sleep, we work all day. But generally after concerts, I am, rather than 99% of my colleagues, I'm so tired, I just want to sleep. So the dinners after sometimes can be really difficult for me, but still very tasty and nice. You get to know people, you socialize, it's great, but it's an effort.
Yeah.
If it is a job, I think it's a mission, you know? I love music so much. I feel music so deeply. I have such a perception of, you know, colors and about a story that I want to tell with the music, that I want to tell it to the people. I want to share it with the people. I want to make them feel what I feel about this music. So it's either a party on stage nor a job. It is a mission.
Yeah.
I know that I'm doing good. You know, I feel responsible about what I'm doing. So yeah, but nice question.
Oh, thank you very much. Are you self-critical of yourself after each concert? Are there better concerts and worse concerts?
You know, from a time now on, I stopped worrying so much about how the concert would go, because I had 2 very important musicians, very big stars, let's say, that told me that, I said I'm nervous before the concert. Said that, but concert is not no nerves anymore. Concert is nothing to be worried. It's just enjoy. And so I started really giving my best in rehearsals, but once again, coming prepared. And then concert just goes as it comes, right? If you are prepared, there is no reason the concert would go bad. But of course, given my education and given the background we come from, right?
Yes, exactly.
Kind of today forbidden, but Russian school and all this, structured is not good enough. It's again not good enough.
Yeah, we're talking about an army.
Exactly, a very, very structured education. I am very self-critical. I expect with myself, and I'm also very tough on people. And that's something I'm working on, and I know it about myself. And that's why I was telling you before, I like growing up because I get milder and calmer and cooler and relaxeder, but always more and more professional.
What was the most complicated and difficult moment of your life? Not only professional speaking.
Well, I had a very tough breakup 2 years ago. I think there was one of the most difficult moments, personally speaking, in my life. But interestingly enough, that opened some kind of absolutely new channels for me in music. My career suddenly went like a rocket, in the sky. I'm playing all the time.
Yes, we saw that. Congratulations.
Thank you. But I think that's part of life. I think that negative experiences, be it on stage or off stage, are part of life. You have to go through these periods and to learn your lesson and not to repeat the same experience.
And maybe when we lose something, we just win something
Yeah,
else.
one closed door is a new door to open for yourself. Professionally speaking, I think I didn't have any bad moments, if to be honest, because
you didn't ever forget the score on the stage?
Oh, you mean this kind of stuff? Of course. Oh my God.
Oh, but that's not a big problem,
this
right?
is not at all. Once what happened is that I had this dress, silk dress, with one spaghetti holder like this. And it was a huge screen filming me like this in a close-up.
Yeah.
And I was playing Meditation by Thais, very slow, fantastic music. And then I could just feel that this spaghetti was going down, 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 down. And it was this dress which I cannot wear any underwear downstairs. So I found it myself, of course, completely naked.
No, really?
On this big screen.
But why didn't we see anything on internet?
It was very long ago. Internet was not a thing.
Oh, okay. Lucky you.
Or not.
Or not, yes, because...
Maybe I would have been such a star.
Exactly. You would be in Hollywood.
Well, that's...
Your video from YouTube of Vivaldi's 4 Seasons with Geneva International Orchestra got over 17 million views.
Yeah.
How do you feel this success contributed to your career? And how do you feel the online possibilities are helping the younger generation?
I don't think that this video did help in any way for my career, like zero. I'm very grateful for the people who liked it. I am extremely grateful. So, I have my grandmother. And she sometimes just calls me and says, did you see all the amazing comments that you have below?
Yes.
I don't read comments. I have no idea. But thanks to all the people who wrote the comments, I'm really thankful. Social media and the possibility to sell yourself. Okay, so if I see a profile of an artist that shows how he's drinking a coffee or how he's driving or how he's, reading his book, there is of no use to me. There is no use to the artist either. So if you are an artist aspiring for a career, you should put professional material. You should be present because we are so many of us today and the possibilities of publicity are so wide that the promoters, the directors, the people who decide, in decision positions, they need to have this kind of, all the time slide, like Alexandra or Adriana, and then when the moment is right, they are like, and in their head it goes, Alexandra or Adriana.
Yes.
Let's call them. So I think if used properly with a strategy and not coffee and I just woke up and look what I'm making for dinner, platforms are great. Because actually, let's be honest. I mean, it might sound sad for some, but nobody cares about what we do, okay?
I think it does for some people, but maybe for people who
No,
doesn't have a real interest in life.
I meant only the artists.
Oh, the artists.
The artists.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like when I see a picture of someone taking their coffee at the airport, I think like, yeah, dude, I'm also having coffee at the airport.
Every day, every single day.
If I have a book that I read that I like very much, I think that's nice to share, or a nice CD, or a movie that I just watched, or, you know, sometimes as a woman, of course, I feel like, wow, I look so hot today, I'm going to take a selfie. But I try to do it as seldom as possible.
Considering you've collaborated with lots of orchestra from France, from Italy, Germany, Switzerland, even China and Korea, what was the most interesting or maybe negative interaction with an orchestra in your career?
Well, there was a funny and stressful one. It was 7 years ago. I was invited for the first time to the Verbier Festival, so it's a big one in Switzerland.
It's a huge festival.
And then the contract was signed 1 year in advance.
Prior,
and you know, I'm an artist. I don't read my my contracts.
Yeah.
And I come there in the evening before the concert. We only was supposed to have one rehearsal on the day of the concert and in the evening play. So the conductor comes to the room where we were supposed to rehearse. I start playing. He listens for 10 seconds and says, "Yeah, beautiful playing, but I think it should be much lower." I say, "What do you mean lower?"
Lower?
And he says, "Yeah, the diapason we are playing is not 442. So the tuning is not 442 hertz, but it's 415. So it's one tone below. So."
But you have the perfect...
Exactly.
No.
So, of course, with my education and my, willpower, and I'm a tough woman, tough lady, I say, no problem. And I start to play. I play 1 bar, I play 2 bars, and I understand that my fingers just want to go where
exactly.
it is and not where it should be.
Because you hear it, it's
of
out
course.
of tune.
And then he says, "But it's a Baroque orchestra." I say, "No,
yeah, this is why.
I didn't know." So at 11:30, I called the director of the festival. You have to imagine this is my first collaboration with the festival, so it does not give a really great picture of my professionalism. So I called him. I say, "Christophe, really, really sorry, but we have this situation, and what can we do?" And he said, "Well, let's see what the orchestra says." So next morning, he calls me at 7. I didn't sleep, of course.
Wow.
He calls me and says, "Okay, the orchestra is ready to go up to 438, something like that." I was like, "Yeah, thank you. We make the rehearsal, we rehearse, everything goes well. The orchestra hates me, of course, I understand. I would also hate the soloist that doesn't read the contract and has no clue. And then in concert, there is this incredible, so the first part, great. I played 2 Bach concertis, fantastic success. The critics were fantastic. And in the second part, there was this cembalo concerto. And for a cembalo, you only need to move the keyboard up to change the register. So it's what he did. He went up. But the strings, from the warmth and light, they were up. But then they started to go down because it's not normal strings, but gut strings. So he was playing in one tonality and they were playing much lower. And it was so out of tune. And I was in the public and I was so embarrassed and I was feeling so bad, so bad.
Because
it was my fault. It was my fault. So, of course, after the concert, I invited all the orchestra for drinks. And, in Switzerland, drinks for a 15-person's orchestra was like something like $1,000.
Yeah, that's like
but I didn't care. I just wanted to, in a way, to apologize and to say, "Guys, I'm so sorry. This would have never happened to me now."
Wow.
We speak so much about professionalism in this interview. These are all steps that taught me to, read my contract, inform myself about this and that. Before I was really this bohemian artist. I just played the violin.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's a shock.
Yeah.
Here at Voices of Moldova, we have a tradition. Each guest has to give a question for the next guest. Yeah. And we have a question for you from Radu Rățoi.
Yeah.
Where do you think Moldova will be in 2050?
Let's hope in a better place than today, with more possibilities, with more education, with more culture, with more empathy and a better level of life for all people, because we are one of the most warm, welcoming, warm-hearted countries in Europe, and
Yes.
even we are small, we are so big inside. So I wish my country only the best, and I'm gonna contribute to its blooming.
Oh, thank you very much, Alexandra. Do you have a question for our next guest?
Who is
Not knowing who is going to be our next guest, because Rado also didn't know the question is going to be for you.
A question for it's artists only?
Yes, not only artists from music, all kind of artists from all kinds of art.
Oh, that's a tricky one. What question? Yeah, I would say if they could formulate what would be an interesting question for them to answer from a journalist. What would they like to be asked about? Because, you know, we are asked about a lot. We can talk with you for hours, of course.
Yeah.
But there are certain very interesting questions that every person in part, you know, would like to talk about, or unexpected. You know, that the person formulates what question would really surprise him in an interview.
And I think this tells us a lot about the person itself.
Yeah,
For sure.
true.
Alexandra, because you were such a great guest, we are awarding you this sparkling wine from Rădăcini Wines. It's a Rara Neagră, a local grapes. So I really hope it's going to make your evening with the family even more spectacular.
Why evening? You don't think I drink mornings?
No, please do, because this one I think it
so
fits you so well in
much.
this
Oh yeah,
dress.
it's really wow. It's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Please
It's
enjoy
great.
it.
Thank
The
you.
person that you think
Thank
is the
you.
perfect for this one.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank
very
you.
welcome. Thank you, Rădăcini. Alexandra, thank you very much for opening your story to us. For your music and dedication, you not only share your talent to the world, but also promote that you're coming from Moldova. Thank you very much for being truly an amazing person.
Thank you for the invitation, my darling.
Oh,
and
thank you.
I wish you and your team huge success. And thank you for promoting the arts from Moldova to the world.
Thank you for being part of it. Thank you for joining us here at Voices of Moldova. If Alexandra's story inspired you, don't hesitate to share it with your friends and follow up our next episodes with our next guests. Until next time, stay close to art and to the people who bring beauty into this world.